One movie review.
My jokes of the week.
I'm Stephen Craig.
I'm Lee AID.
And this is the 57th episode of
The Movie Review Show!
What is the movie review show?
That's when Stephen and I go see a new movie, at our local cinema, Red Wings Cinema 8, and then we review it.
We use a popcorn rating system, 1 to 10 popcorn. 1 popcorn being the worst and 10 popcorn being the best.
Today's movie is a visually stunning film that shows an intriguing vision of Earth's near future after the U.S. declares war on all things AI after an AI attack on Los Angeles kills over 1 million people. And it's The Creator.
And here's a trailer.
What's heaven?
It's a peaceful place in the sky.
Are you going to heaven?
No.
Why not?
You gotta be a good person to go to heaven.
10 years ago today, the artificial intelligence created to protect us detonated a nuclear warhead in Los Angeles. For as long as AI is a threat, we will never stop hunting them. This is a fight for our very existence.
Whatever's in there, they're sure worried about someone getting in.
Yeah, they're getting out.
We're just saying we can't go to heaven because you're not good. And I'm not a person.
Did you locate the weapon?
Yeah, it's a kid. Seatbelts.
What do you want with the child? We are this close to winning the war. Execute her, or we go extinct.
They're coming to get me.
This movie is about the future of robots. But the robots aren't coming, they're here. Before we start the movie review, I want to share with you some robots that already exist. Samantha, a lovemaking doll with AI, can respond to basic conversation, must be seduced, and can show a fear of rejection. Mindor, a robotic Buddhist priest, preaches sermons. Disney's Stuntronic can calculate and execute complex acrobatics. Robert, a nursing care robot, can lift and carry patients. HRP-4C Mim was made for entertainment events. She looks like a young Japanese female, can sing and dance, and can recognize speech. And finally, Nadine. She is a very realistic social robot. She is friendly, greets you back, makes eye contact, and remembers all the conversations you've had with her. She can answer questions in several languages and show emotions both in her gestures and in her face. She can recognize people she has already met and engage in conversation. Nadine is fitted with a personality, meaning her mood can sour depending on what you say to her. Eventually, she could be a full-time social worker. One question is, what will happen socially and sexually with human relationships as sex robots become more lifelike and more intelligent? Another question is, eventually, not maybe, when robots can perform all human occupations, What will we do as humans? Will it be like Wall-E? Will we lay back, eating and being entertained? I hope not. It's review time. I want to start by saying Andrew, who is a box office cashier at Red Wing Cinema 8, told me they only cost $8 million to create this movie. It cost $145 million to make Barbie. This is a special effects intensive movie, and it's amazing to me that it was made for only $80 million.
Perfect example of why we need AI. They're more efficient.
The movie begins with a black and white video about robots in the workforce, then color videos about robots and their progression.
Yeah, we kind of laugh at AI now because, it's like, toilets flush by themselves, big deal, but our vacuum cleaner can vacuum our house by itself, whatever. But it starts off slow, but kind of like the Big Bang and beginning of the universe. So, they have a steady rise in complexity over a certain period of time. It's amazing how much the power expands, and that's what we're seeing with AI now. It started off like at a laughable level almost, and now it's gotten so powerful, and it'll keep getting more powerful more quickly than we realize. So I liked how they started off by showing that, and we're seeing how powerful AI is now by all those examples you just gave. They're already here, and who knows what's in government labs somewhere just waiting to be unleashed or whatever. So, yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well done beginning, I thought.
We're so far ahead right now with robots. I didn't know we were this far ahead with robots, but we're definitely pretty far with robots right now.
Like I say, it snuck up on us already, and the challenge will be, well, discuss that later. But anyway, good start, I thought, to the movie.
Los Angeles is hit by a nuclear bomb, killing millions, allegedly from artificial intelligence, which begins a war between humans and robots.
Yep. But, the U.S. has declared war on anything or all AI entities all over the globe, and Asia in this movie has got all kinds of AI because they're all in on it. So it's not just a war between the U.S. and New Asia, but it's war between U.S. and anything AI. So that's an interesting way to spin the movie.
The main character, Joshua Taylor, finds the robot's secret weapon. A 6-year-old robot girl he names Alfie. She can control technology, and as she grows, eventually she'll be able to control all technology everywhere. She'll be unstoppable.
Yep. Almost, it's your basic definition of a god. Can control any technology you throw at it. So, very, very cool secret weapon, because we're all thinking, it's going to be a big bomb or something, but the real big weapons will be more subtle than that, so I like that.
It said in the movie they're not real, just programming. So I wasn't sure if the robots were alive or just appeared alive. So was it sad or not when they died?
Yeah, it's one of the interesting questions the movie poses. Like, what do you define as human, or what do you define as alive, and what should our relationship be with these entities? So it's an interesting question.
Yeah, when I think of life, I think of the statement, I think, therefore I am. So if a robot knows it's thinking, then it would be alive. But if it doesn't know it's thinking, then it's in an object. I mean, it's not living.
Yeah, you must want to say, well, self-awareness is the key, but you think about it, animals aren't really self-aware either, but they're alive. They're just at a different level of complexity than we are. And AI is a whole other story. It's like they're more smarter than us in many ways, but not obviously. Humans can do things they can't do.
Right. The special effects were amazing, and they didn't overshadow the story and the characters.
Yep. True sign of great AI or great special effects is that you don't even know they're all being used. I mean, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's not. But
yeah,
they employed it so it didn't get in the way of the story. It helped tell the story. A lot of movies now, special effects are the story. This one, it's just a vehicle for telling a love story. So it's really a love story wrapped up in AI and technology. So I think they did, just right. They didn't go overboard with special effects.
There was a point in the movie where I realized I hadn't been paying attention that there were special effects. It's like it was done so well and subtly that I wasn't noticing special effects that were there.
It's like AI. A lot of times we don't know we're interacting with AI because it's done so well, or we've just gotten used to using it. So I think that was very cool.
It reminded me of Rogue One, Blade Runner, and The Mandalorian.
Yep, instead of Grogu, we got
The Child.
Yeah,
And they're both called The Child, which is kind of a coincidence.
yeah, because they surprisingly chose to use that term in the movie. But,
I agree, because everyone's going to know that The Child is what Grogu was called. So.
it'll make you think of Grogu when they said that. I guess they didn't care.
I thought the helmets that some of the humans wore were too similar to the heads of some of the robots. Sometimes I didn't know who was who.
Yeah, they could have tweaked the design and just give it one identifying mark, but they didn't do it. So that's kind of a minor glitch there. I agree with all.
There's a trailer out right now where the director's talking with a female-looking robot, and she's interviewing him. It's pretty cool. I couldn't add the video here to this one because I only found one and a copy of it, and I don't think I'm able to use it. So yeah, but check that out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. It sounds interesting.
Okay. So in the last 20 minutes, I felt the movie lost some of its cohesiveness. I felt the pacing was off. When Alfie started crying at the end, I didn't feel sad. I felt disconnected because I didn't feel the movie had brought me to that part yet, so it didn't feel realistic. To me, the ending felt rushed. I think if the movie had been 20 or 30 minutes longer, the ending would have been better.
Oh yeah, I mean nowadays 3 hours is a huge deal for a movie. I mean, we've had them that long. If this one had been about that length, or maybe a little bit less, I think that would have been perfect. They would have had enough time to develop the relationships among the mother, father, and daughter enough that would have made this movie perfect. So they didn't do that. But it's not a huge deal. Still a very good movie, but it's just a piece of it that wasn't done quite as well as it could have been.
Yeah. Like you were saying, it's like the three main characters at the end of the movie, it's like they should have had a stronger connection by the end of the movie. And I think the 20 to 30 minutes more would have made that possible.
It made it an instant classic. Yeah. Still really good, but I agree.
I like this movie. The acting was good, and the special effects were amazing. I thought the characterization could have been stronger, and the last 20 minutes could have been edited better. But even with those two complaints, I thought it was a great movie.
Yes. Oh yeah. Spectacularly good. That's slightly flawed. Yep, for sure.
So I actually know Lee Story told it to me the other day.
Well,
so
different slightly. I've been thinking about
okay.
a lot, but
Normally don't
You
change
wanna
your
do your
score,
score first?
but I'll let you change your score if you really want to. Okay.
not by much, but just
okay.
a hair.
You go first.
Okay. Of course, right after the movie is over, like with every movie, my score was way higher than it should have been. I thought right after it's over, this movie's a 10 easily. Like every other movie review I've done, the more I think about it, I think of things that weren't done quite right, or you get caught up in the excitement of the movie. So anyway, I ended up giving it a 9. I give it a 10 in a lot of areas, like special effects, visual effects, but the characterization on the main three characters wasn't quite as strong as it needed to be to make it a 10, but it's still, you'll not see a more visually appealing movie this year, I'm going to say, or maybe even ever. So, yeah, I'm going to say a 9.
Sounds good. The first 3/4, the first 3/4 of the movie, I was going to give it a 10. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, it was great movie. And like I said, my complaint at the end was just there wasn't enough, the cohesiveness was wrong, and the characters weren't strong enough with the relationships at that point. So I'm going to give it a 9 also.
Okay. They say a fantastic but flawed movie. But
Yeah.
You got, but yeah, the cinematography and special effects were just mind blowing. I was just actually got goosebumps a few times through some of the shots of the New Asia. They're just wonderful. I mean, you'll love the movie just for how it looks, but there's a few little downfalls.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing will make you say, oh, it'll make you not think it's a great movie. It's just they could have spent a little bit longer on character development. That's the only problem. Really.
This movie actually, in my opinion, is very relevant. So that might be a good reason to watch this movie because, guys, the robots are here. They're here, and they're going to get better and better and better. And that is going to be a huge part of either our future or the next generation's future. But they're here, and they're coming.
Yeah, because they couldn't find a more relevant theme than that. I mean, everyone's talking about it, so that alone, well, that and the visual effects of it, you gotta see the movie.
So next we're going to show our scores, and then we're going to look up Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic and show you how close their scores are to ours. Okay, we're looking at Rotten Tomatoes. Ooh. 67% for the tomato meter and 78% for the audience score. And I thought the movie was way better than both those scores. It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I was surprisingly around higher. Especially the audience score, I would have thought would have been above 90%.
I thought the audience score would be around 90. That's what I thought.
So I have to look at the comments to see why. Well, I can say critic comments. What does it say? Yeah, visually stunning.
It says it lacks substance.
Yeah, okay, kind of what we said. We just thought it's a good parts, more than made up for it. But okay. So yeah, just a little bit lower than ours, but interesting. I would have thought they went higher, but.
Mm-hmm. Well, next we're gonna look at Metacritic. Ooh, the Metascore is 63, and the user score is 6.5. Those are pretty low.
Yeah, at least they're consistent. Yeah, Metacritic is generally 15 to 20% lower than Rotten Tomatoes.
Well,
so that doesn't surprise me.
Well, our opinions are different than Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic. We both like the movie, and we both recommend that you go see it. If you like science fiction movies, robot movies, which I guess would still be science fiction movies, go see it. I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh yeah, this is way better than those scores indicate. But like we discussed, it's not a perfect movie, but it's just so visually cool, and it's exactly textbook what a sci-fi movie should look like and sound like. And like I say, the theme cannot be more relevant, and it's actually about a love story too. So even though it does fall down the relationship part, movie is way better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to the movie, especially if you like science fiction, you'll be blown away just by the special effects and cinematography, and like I say, the soundtrack by Hans Zimmer of the Dark Knight fame. You can't go wrong. You'll love this movie. Like I say, it's not perfect, but it's way better than that would indicate.
I also thought the acting was good too.
And acting generally very good too, especially the kid. It's like, wow, kid was born to be an actress.
Yep. And I agree with Lee. Yeah, it's a very good movie. I would go see it. It's probably nominated for Best Picture. It won't win, but it'll probably be nominated. But it's got to win Best Visual Effects. If it doesn't, something's wrong. Well, next it's time for Lee's Jokes of the Week.
All right, I got seven jokes. Last one's kind of long, so bear with me. But okay, number one, I was gonna write an angry post on Facebook about their emotional manipulation study, but I was distracted by a bunch of cat videos.
The catfish?
No, a bunch of funny cat videos. You know?
On YouTube.
Second one, Siri, call me a cab. Siri says, "Okay, hi cab." one telemarketer says to the other, "Do you think AI will take our jobs?" One other one goes, "God, I hope so." Number 4, makers of Oreo just announced they've developed a new kind of Oreo with the assistance of AI. Boy, is that one smart cookie. What's the opposite of AI?
I don't know.
Real stupid.
I like that one.
What do you call a dumb blonde who dyes her hair?
Artificial intelligence.
Bingo! Okay, this is... And the last one. Okay, a scientist works like 10 years to develop a really smart robot. And so he goes to a meeting of the United Nations and brags, "Okay, this is Einstein. He can answer and solve any problem you have. Ask it anything." So the President of the United States goes, "Okay, Einstein, if you're so smart, solve or reduce poverty by 50% in the next month." Einstein goes, "Processing, please wait." 10 seconds later, spits out a piece of paper, or prints out a piece of paper, detailed instructions. All the world leaders, they read it. So they follow it to the T. Boom! A month later, world poverty is down by 50%. So the next UN meeting, scientists and Einstein are back, and they go, "Okay, your answer on world poverty was so good, and we were so impressed. We'll give you another question. How do we get world peace?" Einstein goes, "Processing, please wait." 30 seconds later, prints out a sheet of paper, 2 sheets of paper, detailed instructions. World leaders all look it over. Okay, over the next month, they follow it to the T. So, wars basically disappear, and people aren't fighting each other within nations. So then the world leaders can't resist asking it one more question. So the next UN meeting, they go, "Okay, Einstein, Einstein, is there a God?" And so Einstein goes, "Processing, please wait." Processing, rather, and it's like 5 hours later, it finally comes back. "Sorry, insufficient resources, cannot answer the question." So President U.S. goes, "Well, America will help. We'll throw in all our servers, all our tech support, whatever you need." So they do that. They give them all additional servers and all the tech support that America has, and then they try it again. "Is there a God?" So Einstein goes, "Processing, please wait." Like 8 hours later, finally comes back. "Insufficient resources, cannot answer the question." Then all the other world leaders go, "Okay, you can have anything we have, all our servers, all our tech support, whatever you need, you got it." So then they give it to him. Einstein goes, "Processing, please wait." And then it comes back, 8 hours later. They go, "Einstein, is there a God?" Einstein says, "There is now."
Ah.
And that's it.
Well, that's the end of the show. Thank you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, as always,
We'll be watching for you.